Good evening, class. My name is Jacqueline Sanchez, and this is week 3, lab for Bio 230. My experiment is called Skin of Apelages. We're going to discuss a few things about skin, the layers, and so forth. Uh, I printed out some images and colored them so they could be a little bit more understandable for you guys. The epidermis is basically like the top layer of your skin. The dermis right here is the pink layer, and that basically is the middle part of your skin. The hypodermis is this blue color texture right here, which is the bottom of your skin. And these images I'll explain later with the disease that I picked for this experiment. As far as like the functions with these, like they're meant to protect your body. They have some type of sensors, like if you get burned, like like it lets the brain know like, hey, something's going on. It communicates with internally. There's obviously like storage, whether sometimes you gain weight, there's fat. It varies. These are just some examples. And then obviously like if it's cold or hot, like saying if we go to New York, it's freezing, like your body will know. Okay, so that's one. Part 2, we're gonna go through like the intrometrian system. I ended up drawing this so it could be a little bit more understanding for you guys, right? Because there's a lot going on. For example, this one's like the sweat gland. This is the hair shaft, hair follicle, like right here. The roughness, this is like an adapter. You have your artery that's bringing in good fresh blood, your vein, your and then you have your lymph vessels. Then you have, for example, you have your pigment right here, which describes like the color of your skin, if you're gonna get tanned or whatever. This part, it's part of the regions like the epidermis still. So those like play a big role on the top layer of your skin. So yeah. And this is like the anterior muscle, which is right next to like your hair shafter. This is number 7. What's it called? It's the septic gland, which makes up like the organs. So it looks like a whole city down there, and it all comes together. There's a lot to cover in this. It just looks like a whole example there, but also for the disease I picked for this week, I picked skin cancer. There's 4 different types of skin cancer. These are some of the images I picked out. This is melanoma, which is like the malignant. It comes and it goes, and malignants never go away, like completely. They just come in and go. It would require radiation, chemo, and surgery. The second would be the basal cell carcinoma, which is kind of like a waxy texture. And then there's the squamous cell. You find this in the lungs. This is gonna you're gonna need chemotherapy, etc., because it's severe. And then the Merkel. The Merkel, if it doesn't go treated, it spreads to your bones, and it could just make things very complicated. From my personal experience of taking care of patients, you just have to stay on top of the care and make sure that they go to their follow-up visits so this type of cancer doesn't come back. And this is another example of how cancer affects. These are like examples of how type of cancers like go into the cell and how it grows.